So if you haven't done so already, I invite you to find your way to your favorite chair. Grab any pillows or cushions or blankets that might help your experience. Lovely, as we settle in for the next 30 minutes or so together. So I'm just gonna head on back to my chair. All right, so to get started, we might want to sit all the way back on our chair to find the back support. And if your feet don't quite reach like mine, and if you can lower your chair, please do so. Or you might want to put a cushion or a blanket underneath your feet so that they reach. Allowing the feet to be about hip width distance apart. And just begin by settling into the sensation of feet on floor. Tracing the contact of backs of thighs, hips and seat resting in the chair. The parts of the lower back that connect with the seat. As we begin to intentionally breathe in and grow just a little bit taller. Perhaps engaging the core just slightly, drawing navel to spine as we breathe in. And exhale, settling into the moment. You can allow the palms to rest on tops of thighs, face down for a little more grounding. Or you can also explore what it's like to flip the palms upwards for a little more open receptivity. Wherever you are, I invite you to close your eyes if it feels comfortable. As we take the first few moments of our practice to truly just connect with the breath. Aligning ears over shoulders, elongating the back of the neck. Noticing chest over hips in alignment. Inviting a calming breath, which calming breath is just equal parts inhale to exhale. So let us begin by exhaling completely, and we'll breathe in together for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm. And as you settle into this body and this breath, I invite you to set an intention for your practice. Perhaps there's a quality that you want to try to embody. A steadiness, a lightness. Perhaps there's a sense of humor that you'd like to bring to this practice today. Whatever that might be for you, I invite you to seal it with one more conscious breath. And when you're ready, you might explore opening the eyes. And we'll begin to move with our breath. So inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale to allow the shoulders to float down. Inhale to float the shoulders up. And exhale to lower the shoulders down. We'll add some circular movement. So inhale, shoulders come up to ears. As we come forward with the shoulders down and back, drawing the shoulder blades towards one another. Drawing ears, shoulder to ears. and forward. So just slow motion, circular movement to begin to wake up the shoulders, some of the neck muscles. Although, Joe, I'm sure you're well acquainted with these muscles with all your time painting by now. And we'll do one more roll forward. And when you get to the bottom, to neutral shoulders, we'll rotate the direction. So bringing shoulders up towards the ear, drawing shoulder blades back towards one another, exhaling to come down, forwards, and inhale to come up. Exhaling as we make our way down. And just allowing the motion to become a little bit more fluid. Moving and pausing where you need to, where your body's asking for the attention. Beautiful. And one more rotation, coming back to a neutral seated posture. When you're ready, we'll inhale, lift the hands up, bringing palms to touch. And exhaling, allowing the arms to float back down. Inhaling, reaching the arms up high in the sky. Exhaling, bringing palms down through heart center as we pause here. Pressing our fingers into one another. Drawing shoulders back towards one another. Noticing a bit of bilateral activation as we increase a little stability, right? We're feeling this maybe a little bit in the biceps, a little triceps, and the shoulders. And exhale to release. Inhale, lift the arms up high in the sky. And exhale, coming down through heart center once more, pausing, pressing palms into one another. And then exhaling to release the hands down. Lifting arms up in front of us this time. And pointing the fingers down towards the floor. Adding some nice stretches here for the wrists. Flexing the palms up. Remembering this is our breathing practice. Exhaling, sending the fingers back down to the ground. You can twinkle the fingers, jazz fingers. Wonderful. Beautiful. And allow the hands to come back to tops of thighs. Allow the right ear to fall towards right shoulder. Still allowing the weight of the head to gently draw down. And if you'd like to intensify the stretch a little, you can extend your left fingertips out at about a 45-degree angle. And another option is to bring right palm to the side of left head. However, it's important to note that we're not pulling, we're just simply allowing the weight of the palm to maybe gently rest as we soften the right shoulder. We're here for one more breath. And then when you're ready, you can release the hand as you allow the head to roll down through chin to chest. Pausing here to allow the weight of the head to gently draw down. Maybe you shake your head yes and no. Gently. And then as you inhale, rolling up, coming back to the nice neutral spine. Exhaling, we'll send left ear to left shoulder. Again, option here to extend left fingertips this time. Jazz fingers optional. And another option is to take the left hand, the left palm, to place it rested on the side of the right head. Not the right head, on your head, on the right side. Breathing deeply into the belly and really just enjoying each nourishing moment of the stretch, receiving the gifts that you're giving yourself in time and attention. And when you're ready, exhale to release the hands, rolling chin down through to chest. Pausing here momentarily. And inhale to lift the chin up. So I invite you to come to the front edge of your chair. So as we come to the front edge, we'll notice perhaps a little realignment in the core, finding feet planted on the ground about hip-width distance apart. We'll be moving through some seated cat-cows and sun salutations. So from here, drawing shoulders back, nice tall spine. This is our neutral spine, tucking chin ever so slightly towards the chest, really elongating from tailbone all the way to the crown. So this is neutral. As we inhale, expand the front body, arch the spine, cast the gaze up. As you exhale, round the back body, drawing navel towards spine, chin to chest. Inhale to round through, drawing chest through, pressing palms into tops of thighs as we cast our gaze up. And exhale to round back through the body, drawing navel to spine, chin to chest. Inhale to arch the spine, drawing the chest through, casting the gaze up. And exhale to round the spine, chin to chest. I invite you to continue through your seated cat-cows for the next 3 breaths, moving when your body tells you to move, and pausing where your body would like you to pause. Keeping the fluidity of movement and breath. Beautiful. Once you've completed your final cycle, we'll find that nice, tall, neutral spine once more. Beautiful. So bringing the right fingertips to the side edge of your chair, we're going to be going into a side arc to the right side. But first we want to make sure both hips are really grounded where we are. Inhale to lift the left arm up, ensuring that the shoulder doesn't come up. We're softening it away from the ear. And as we exhale, we'll arc over to the right. Drawing left shoulder back. So really we're moving the spine in all 4 directions today. Which really helps to ensure a healthy spine. Inhaling into the side body. Option to bring hand to shoulder. We're here for 1 more breath. And then allow your next inhale to lift the chest up, lift the body up. We release the left fingertips down to the side edge of the chair as we move over to the other side. So inhale, lift the right arm up, softening shoulders away from ears. And as you exhale with navel drawn in towards spine, we'll arc over to the left. Noticing that both hip bones are still seated, and if not, then coming back off the arc just a little. Breathing into the side body, finding expansion and softening. We're here for 1 more breath. And then as you exhale, you can allow the hands to come down. Inhale to lift the body back up. Beautiful. All right, with your next inhale, allow the fingers to float up to touch. Exhale, draw palms down through heart center, down to the sides. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale to hinge at the hips as we come forward, drawing our chest to the tops of thighs. Allowing the hands to come to the tops of thighs or to shins, allowing the head to be heavy. Our seated forward fold. So allowing the head to be heavy, shaking yes or no. Waking up the hips here a little. And when you're ready, with palms on the tops of thighs or knees, as you inhale, elongate the spine, draw chin to chest, lifting the chest up. Exhale to round the spine back down. Allowing the head to be heavy. Inhale, lift the arms, circle the arms up skyward, root to rise, engaging that tummy. And exhaling to bring palms back down through heart center. Beautiful. So that's our seated sun salutation, and we'll go through that another 2 times. So inhale, lift the hands up to touch. Exhale, hinge at the hips as you draw chest forward and down towards thighs, allowing the palms to come down to the earth, shin or thigh, allowing the head to be heavy, shaking yes and no. When you're ready, inhale to elongate the spine, halfway lift, chin to chest. Exhale to round back down. And inhale, root to rise, pressing into the feet, into the ground, lifting the upper body up, palms to touch. Exhale to bring palms back down through heart center. And allowing the fingertips to come down towards our side body. We might pause here for just a moment, closing the eyes. Just noticing the sensations of the body. Perhaps calling to mind that intention that you set for yourself. When you're ready, blink the eyes open and we'll do one more sun salutation. So inhale, lifting the arms up high in the sky. Exhaling, hinging at the hips as we draw the chest forward. Palms to shins, ground, or thighs as we allow the head to be heavy here. Inhale to elongate the spine, halfway lift. Exhale to round back down. And inhale, root to rise, drawing arms up high in the sky. And exhaling, coming back down through heart center. Beautiful, ladies. So next, I'd like you to take your right hand and bring it to your left shoulder. Take your left hand and bring it to your right shoulder. We'll just pause here for a moment. If shoulder to shoulder feels good, you can also reach back towards your shoulder blades. Gently, perhaps giving yourself a little massage as you also give yourself a little bit of a hug for taking the time to be here. Inhale to elongate the spine, draw chin towards chest. And as we exhale, we'll begin to rotate to the right. So as always, the last thing to go is our gaze. So wherever we find ourselves, we can allow the gaze to go over the right shoulder, coming into a bit of a twisted variation in a hug. If you'd like to unbind the arms, you can also bring left hand to right thigh and bring right arm to the back of the chair, or the base of the chair. But wherever you find yourself, I invite you to also find your breath. We're here for one more breath. And when you're ready, we'll exhale to come back through to center. Inhale, we can this time lift the arms up high in the sky, bringing palms to touch. Drawing navel in towards the spine as we twist from the belly button, this time to the left. And we can allow the palms to come down. So this time, right palm to left thigh. Finding the left hand at the base of the chair, the back of the chair. And then the last thing to go is the gaze over the left shoulder. Breathing in, deeply filling the body, growing tall. And with each exhale, gently twisting. We're here for one more breath. And then when you're ready, we'll exhale to come back through center, drawing navel to spine, protecting the core here. Great job, great job. So let's bring the feet to touch. So this is a seated variation of cobbler's pose. So just finding a really nice tall spine and allowing the weight of the knees and thighs to gently draw the feet out. Inhale to grow tall. And again here, we'll just exhale, beginning to twist. So just finding a bit of a different variation of the twist here. Allowing the gaze to go over the right shoulder. Noticing where you're holding in your hips and sending your breath there. And exhale to release back through center. And inhale, we'll take it nice tall spine. And as we exhale, twisting over to the opposite side. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, drawing navel to spine as we twist back through center. Allowing the feet to be wide. This looks a bit funny. Bringing knees to the tops of thighs. Inhale to grow tall, and as you exhale, we're going to forward fold. So only take it as low as feels comfortable for you. If your head shouldn't be lower than your chest, then only take it down as far as you want to go. You can allow your fingertips to come to the earth if you're feeling a little more mobility, or you can bring your fingertips to the tops of pillows or blocks. Really just stretching out the inner thigh, allowing the head here to be heavy. And we're here for one more breath. On your next inhale, allow your spine to roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Finding a nice tall seat. Drawing legs in towards one another, coming into the hip width distance apart. We'll begin by activating our right leg by flexing the foot up and off of the floor. So we can keep a bend in that knee, where we're just beginning to work on our stabilizing muscles on the outside of the thigh, the inside of the thigh, engaging the core and ensuring we're not rounding back, we're drawing forward. And we might just tap the heel up and down if we're finding that we're shaking or if it's a bit difficult. Just activating these muscles here to whatever level feels good for you. We're here for one more breath. And then when you're ready, wrapping fingers under thigh or towards the shin. Wherever you find your hands, we're just beginning to draw the knee in towards the chest. Keeping the toes flexed. And then if you can make your way to top of knee, holding on to top of knee, we'll just invite some gentle circular motion here. Gently moving one direction in the hip socket, noticing if you're sinking back to draw forward. And then rotating the circles the other direction. Beautiful. Inhale to squeeze the knee in just a little bit more as we bring the right ankle over top of left thigh. So coming into a seated figure 4 position. So inhale to grow tall. Should already perhaps notice a little bit of stretching occurring in the right side here. And exhale to begin to draw the chest forward, leaning forward, which should intensify the stretch for you. So again, this is your practice, so please honor if things aren't feeling good to just sit up, finding whatever comfortable seat works. Or to deepen the practice, you also have the option of extending fingertips down towards the earth. Or you can also place a block underneath your grounded foot. So many options. So this is our seated figure 4. Getting into the hip. And while you're here, you might also explore what it's like to give yourself a little foot massage. Hopefully they're not too stinky. Just getting into the arches, maybe a little into the heel. All right, great. When you're ready, inhale, lifting up nice and tall, and we'll release the right foot down to the ground, finding our neutral posture here as we flex the left toes up this time. I do find sometimes hands on hips is a good way to kind of stabilize here. It's also a good indication if I notice that my back is slipping, I can draw my core back in and engage. So flexing the toes up, again, option to tap down. And you can be 1 inch or 10 inches off the floor, yogi's choice. Working in our hip flexors, stabilizing muscles. And in this simple movement engagement is actually creating quite a bit of stability strength. When you're ready, we can reach below the thigh or towards the shin as we draw knee in towards chest. Finding your appropriate posture here, whatever that might look like. Keeping the bottom toes flexed. And then when you're ready, we'll bring hands to the tops of knee to invite some gentle circles. These circles may be very tiny or they may be very large, just depending on what your body seems to need. And sides might feel different too. One side will probably feel different than the other. Rotating the opposite direction. Great. And then when you're ready, bringing left heel over right thigh. Inhaling to grow toe. And when you're ready, exhale to forward fold. Drawing chest forward first, and then exhaling to round the spine. So staying here for a few breaths. Allowing the weight of the head to be heavy. And as you inhale, you might want to give a little bit of love to the left foot because it's jealous of the right. Giving a little love there. And when you're ready, releasing the pose, coming into our final resting posture of Shavasana. Now noting the time, it is 12:30, so if anybody has to scoot along, I totally understand. But if not, I invite you to sit back in your chair, finding the backrest, allowing your feet to find the floor once more, allowing your hands to rest on your lap, and allowing your eyes to close. Allow the eyelids to become heavy. As we just take a moment to scan our bodies, noticing how we're feeling, noticing the sensations of the body, starting with feet anchored on the floor, ankles and calves and shins, knees and thighs, the interconnected nature of legs, and even with aches and pains, extending some compassion and love to legs. Perhaps expressing a silent message of gratitude to legs. Coming to hips and seat and pelvis. Allowing your pelvis to rest and melt into your chair. Noticing the sensation of gravity drawing you down to the earth. And noticing what it feels like to be supported and safe. Allowing attention to rise into front body, stomach, and chest. Softened chest and shoulders. As the weight of your arms gently draw down your body, also finding gravity, sensing gravity. Coming to neck and jaw, brow. Allowing this awareness to massage away any tension in the face, temples, eyes, and eye sockets. In this rested state, I invite you to connect back with that intention you set at the beginning of our practice. Curiously cultivating this quality, considering the ways that it might follow you off of the chair as well. Gently, as you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes, perhaps holding a soft gaze. As we slowly begin to invite any gentle movement that might feel good in hands and wrists and neck. And as that brings us to the end of our time together, just want to say thank you so much for taking the time for your practice to practice together in community.